Hey everybody, Kendall here. It's been a while. Work's been busy. I've had a lot of other things, but uh, one aspect is that I don't share my game design stuff on this channel. I have a separate channel, and I've been focusing a bit more on game design. So I've got some interesting stuff going there. If you have any interest, I recommend that. I wanted to share a little bit of updates on the channel. Also share some just fun miscellaneous things and talk about my collection, the state of the collection. So first things first, uh, some fun, just random things. One, actually, two of these are Sandman related, and two of these are Lord of the Rings related. So those of you that are Lord of the Rings fans, I did a little thing here. This is one of those places where you get to kind of pick out a thing and paint something. So I think it turned out pretty good. So this is the Lonely Mountain. Um, so kind of fun. Another was a gift. I received these cards from Theory 11, and I have a full review of these on my other channel that I'll link. And then as far as game design related, I actually made a game that is solo that you can play mostly in your hands, and you play as the Dark Lord Sauron trying to take over the free peoples of Middle Earth. So you're slowly going through and you're corrupting people like Aragorn here, or Theoden King, and anyway, I have that on the other channel. So this may sound like a plug for the other channel, which I guess it kind of is. But anyway, these cards are really fun. Sandman related. I purchased these cards from Shannon Hockman on Etsy, and I actually have not made the video, but I will be, and I'll be posting it on the other channel because it's more game design related content. But if you're a fan of Sandman, I would recommend checking that out. So there's a little booklet that comes with it, and the characters, full tarot size, and then magnetic clasp. So anyway, pretty cool. I'll be giving my thoughts there. And last thing, Sandman related, the shirt I'm wearing. I received this as a gift, and it's got the cool Key to Hell icon. So I'm not sure where it came from because I got it as a gift. Let's dive into some pen stuff. Thanks. Okay, so it's been a while since I have shown off my entire collection, and it's good to go through once in a while. Just see, how many pens you actually have, what the state of things are. I've got this very sophisticated system here, as you can see. These are pens that need to be cleaned, and these are pens that are currently inked. And then I was looking at how many had to be cleaned, and I was like, that's a lot. Why don't I just wait and I'll ink some more? And then I just added more and more. And I'm wondering, this is an idea. I can't use another pen until I've gone through the whole collection. And it's probably something you guys have done before, but curious, on your thoughts. So I might just be, doing a Brian Goulet thing and just letting pens sit until I clean them out, basically as a way to get through all of my pens. I did kind of re-ink some pens though, because I was like, well, I don't technically need to clean it. I'll just refill it with the same ink. So I'm doing some of that, but I think that's okay. But no no cleaning out and re-inking until I go through the full cycle. So what I want to do is kind of show off the collection, not as to what's inked or what's not, but just by brand. So I will cut here and I'll go through what I've got. Okay, so for the collection, I'm going to go through by brand. And I'm starting with these pens that I have only one pen of. So first we'll start here. This Platinum Plaisir is actually one I bought and gave to my wife. So it's not technically mine, but it's in my jar of pens to clean. So it is here. And these will be kind of rapid fire. So this Asvine V126 vacuum filler, and it's got a little bit of a slick section. In my opinion, the nib has been a little finicky for me, and so I haven't used it as much. But I do love the look and the feel. The weight doesn't bother me. I think it's great. This is my only Lamy. This is the Vista, exclusive through Goulet. I love this pen. It's a juicy writer. It's a medium. I would highly recommend it. It comes with the converter. Since it's from Goulet, it's part of the deal. And yeah, it's a beauty. Believe it or not, this is my only Pilot, this Elite. It is inked up. It's right now. It's just got that wonderful feel to it. Also my only gold nib, and I really do recommend it. I'm not much for pocket pens, so I don't really use it as a pocket pen, but it feels good. A little on the light side, but it's a nice pen. My only Sailor is this Compass, and I purchased this from Goulet. I didn't exactly love it. I haven't been loving it until recently. Really, it depends on the paper you're writing on, especially with those really smooth coated papers. It's marked an MF, medium fine. It really writes like a fine or extra fine, and it's got a lot of feedback to it. I actually dropped this recently, nib down, and I didn't know that I'd be able to fix it, but I was able to bend it, push it, shape it, use some micro mesh on it, and it does okay. It's not the same as it was, but it's still usable. So anyway, I thought a pen that you don't love, just try a new paper with it. See if that makes a difference. The ink as well makes a difference. Okay, this is a Wordsworth in Black Majesty Red. It's got a medium nib. It's a heavy pen. It doesn't seal super well, but the nib feels good. And it's my only pen from this brand. Yeah, it's my kids call this the Iron Man pen, and with the red and the gold. So I don't know. I have mixed feelings. I like it. This next one, this is a Menagio Luxury Black, and a few of these I got off of Amazon. This is a snap cap. It's got this this hooded type nib. It's quite fine. I like it enough that I'm still keeping it, but I definitely don't have as much taste for the finer nib sizes, nib tipping. My only Hongdian is this Rainbow Forest. This is a little bit slippery. I think it's just this type versus the Black Forest has a different kind of coating, but it really picks up the light. It's a beautiful pen. So I've offered this one as part of giveaways, and it's still with me, but I do like it. My only TWSBI, actually. I just haven't pulled the trigger on an Eco or an Eco T, but this Diamond 580 has been a great pen. I am thinking about replacing the fine nib unit with a medium. I think I would enjoy it more, but I do like it a lot. So yeah, the question is, do you just buy a new nib unit? Do you buy a new pen? Because, you know, you might want a new pen. Uh, so we'll see. But for now, that is the only TWSBI. And last of all in this group, my only Wing Sung. I had a few others. I gave those away as part of a prize thing. But this one, it looks a lot like the Pilot 823. And yeah, this is a fun pen. So vacuum filler. Okay. Okay, up next, these are pens that I have two of. Only two brands, Faber-Castell and Dryden Designs. I initially purchased this pen. This was my first real pen, so to speak. And I've told the story before, but I bought this in person. It's a fine nib. I really like it. And later on, I did pick up this Faber-Castell grip. I should say this is an Ambition with the rhombus pattern. This is the berry colorway for the grip. Snap cap, both of these are snap caps. Both work really well. I highly recommend them. And this is a fine, this is a medium. I would say if you're on the fence for a Faber-Castell, a grip is a good way to go. They're around $30, very approachable, and just a solid brand. So Dryden Designs, I found this one on Amazon. Really liked it, liked the color, liked the way the nib worked. The medium nib, it's great. Snap cap. You cannot take the nib units apart. I found that out later. So maybe don't use shimmer inks or anything that you're worried about. But otherwise, they do pretty well. And I picked up this one. I wanted this rosewood. It's more of a fine nib. It's also got more of a secure click to it. And yeah, it's maybe a finer line. And haven't loved it quite as much. So I've offered this as part of giveaways, and it's still with me for now. But I do love the look of it, and you know, if I could take the nib unit apart, I could maybe get the flow to work better. But I haven't given up. It's still there. So those are the pens that I have two of. Okay, and up next is Moonman or Mahjong. I really like Moonman pens. I'm kind of surprised I only have four, but here's what I've got. Probably the most famous is the retractable. This is the A1, so very much the vanishing point design, and it's beautiful. It works really well. It's an extra fine, but I like this colorway. I like that they have the option of a roll stop versus a clip that could get in the way. So the A1, this is the M800, also a great pen, great value. It's very much inspired by the Leonardo Momento Zero, and it's got, you know, this one even has that milk bottle shape. Good feel. So yes, always good there. Eyedropper pen here, the Q1, and I just love this chunky boy here. I think it looks great. It's fun. It's affordable, and you know, this is also inspired by a prior design, but it's more comfortable than you would think. When the ink gets low and there's a lot of air, you are going to have burping issues, and that's one reason I maybe don't use this as much. But it is fun to see the ink sloshing around, and yeah, just a really fun design. Last but not least, this is the X1. A little over a year ago, this was my first pen that I reviewed, and it is a unique kind of pen where you Unscrew it. There's no nib. What am I gonna do? Yeah, this is interesting. A little gimmicky. You put this on the back. You have to be careful not to cross thread it. And as you're twisting it, it will push the nib out. It's one that I haven't used as much because it's an extra fine, but it does have a cartridge right there that you can get to, and it's a little tricky to clean. Another reason I haven't used it as much. The capping, uncapping is its downside. So unless you're using the pen for a while, I wouldn't recommend this one. Once you've got it out, it's comfortable, it's good, even though it's extra fine. But just capping, recapping this is not your pen. Okay, so that's that brand. Okay, and Jinhao is my most common brand here. So I've got 12 Jinhao pens. Now you can argue that, well, these are the same pens, so really this only counts for one in your collection. I just count all three of these and all three of these, but yeah, these are the same models. Let's start on the left. This is my most recent acquisition here. This one has been nice. It's got the good wood feel there. This is the 9056 in peach wood, medium nib. So no complaints here. It seals nicely. The clip. So that is a good solid wooden pen. The Jinhao 100 series, there's a lot to choose from. This is the one I've got, and I quite like the look. If I wouldn't hesitate to recommend this pen. One of the best writers out there. It's got that dual fold look, but very affordable. Very nice. This X750. This is a great pen, snap cap. I will say that the grip is starting to, I don't know, wear. So it's got a little more of a rubbery feel to the grip, and I would be curious if others have found that, or you know, if they've got recommendations. It's a very cheap pen. I want to say $10 from Goulet. That's where I got this one. But yeah, this is a great one. Okay, so we've got the 80s and the 82s. Again, highly recommend these. I picked up some Lamy nibs and actually replaced those in here. So I've got a medium, a broad, and a 1.1 stub. These pens are, I'm not sure I'd recommend the white just because of the staining. You can see some of the blue that I had got in the cap stained. Part of having white pens. This is my only white pen, and it's stained quite a bit. But they're quite nice. Snap cap. A little tricky replacing the nibs, but there's some videos out there that you can find. And anyway, highly recommend these. You know, even with the nibs they come with. These have their standard nibs. These are the 82s, and these are medium nibs, quote unquote. They seem to write a little fine in my opinion, but lots of great colorways. You can take these apart, switch up the pieces, and custom make them. The ones I bought, these came together this way. So, and then these are the bigger pens. So modeled after larger sizes. These two are more like the Mont Blanc 149. This first one is the original metal version of the 159 Jinhao. This one is sold by Goulet, as well as this second one here. And yeah, I quite like it. It's heavier. It's got a decent number 6 size nib, which is good. But I find that writing with a number 8 size nib is just just nicer. So this, the X159 is lighter. It's got the larger number 8 size nib. It just feels better. It looks better, feels better. So I don't find myself reaching for the original quite so much. And then the 9019, this is a really nice, it's got the huge nib, but it's also got this massive converter. So you get the ink capacity you want. It's also bigger, girthier. Yeah, so anyway, that is the collection. I was tallying these up, and I actually have 32 pens if you count the glass dip nib, which is not here. And I have a couple of Platinum Preppies that are not here that are being, quote, borrowed by someone in the family right now. So I've showed off most everything, but yeah, 32 pens. I haven't purchased any for quite a while, and I think I'm okay. Definitely refining what I like, and maybe this method of forcing me to go through every single pen might really help me out in that too. So I would like to hear your input on have you ever used all your pens and had to clean them all at the same time? That seems like craziness, but kind of sounds interesting to me. Number 2, is there a brand that I'm missing here? Now realize I'm in more of the budget category, so don't recommend a Mont Blanc or something, but I'd be curious what you think I'm missing. Representative of brands, and I think that's it. I will put links to some of the things I mentioned for my other channel, and I will catch you next time. See ya.